Have you ever wondered what causes colic in babies? It's a question that can leave many scratching their heads, especially those who are new to parenthood. Colic in babies is a term that describes severe, often fluctuating pain in the abdomen that is associated with the accumulation of gas or the obstruction or inflammation of the intestines. This video aims to unravel the mystery behind colic, providing you with a clear understanding of its causes, symptoms, and potential remedies. So buckle up and stay tuned as we delve deeper into the causes, symptoms, and remedies for colic in babies. First, let's define colic. Colic, in the simplest terms, is excessive crying or fussiness in an otherwise healthy baby. It's a common condition, affecting up to 1 in 5 infants during their first few months. But here's the catch. It's not a disease or a diagnosis, but a combination of baffling behaviors. It's a bit like a puzzle with many pieces. You see, babies with colic cry more than others, often at the same time every day, usually in the late afternoon or evening. This can last for hours, and despite your best efforts at soothing, nothing seems to comfort them. It's important to remember that colic isn't harmful to your baby. They continue to eat and gain weight normally. There's no evidence to suggest that colic has any effect on a child's future growth and development. However, it can be distressing for parents. It's tough to hear your baby cry and not be able to soothe them. So it's clear that colic isn't harmful to your baby, but it can certainly be distressing for parents. Now that we know what colic is, let's explore what causes it. There's no definitive answer to what causes colic, and it's a bit of a mystery even to the medical community. However, there are several theories that could shed some light on potential causes. One theory suggests it might be related to the baby's digestive system. You see, your baby's gut is still developing, and this can sometimes lead to discomfort. Imagine a traffic jam in your baby's tiny intestines. This might be due to an imbalance of good and bad bacteria in their gut, or due to food intolerance or allergies, especially to cow's milk proteins. Another theory points to the baby's developing nervous system. Think about it. Babies are adjusting to a world full of new sights, sounds, and sensations. It's like they've been thrown into a whirlwind of stimuli. Some babies might be more sensitive to this overload and respond by crying. Yet another theory proposes that colic might be linked to the baby's temperament. Just like adults, babies have their own personalities. Some are easygoing, while others are more sensitive or intense. A baby with a sensitive temperament might be more likely to have colic. Lastly, the environment can play a role. Certain factors like a noisy household, parental stress, or even secondhand smoke can contribute to a baby's discomfort. Although the exact cause is unknown, these factors seem to contribute to a baby's excessive crying. We should remember that every baby is unique, and what might affect one baby might not affect another. Understanding these potential causes can help us better respond to our baby's needs and provide them with the comfort and care they need during this challenging period. How do you know if your baby has colic? Well, there are several telltale signs that might suggest your baby is wrestling with this common yet frustrating condition. The most prominent symptom is crying, and we're not talking about the usual fussing or crying that comes with being a baby. No, this is intense, often high-pitched crying that seems to come out of nowhere and for no apparent reason. Your baby might be well-fed, with a clean diaper, and still, the crying persists. It's a kind of distress signal that's hard to miss. But the timing of the crying can also be a clue. Colicky babies often have a witching hour, a predictable time every day, usually in the late afternoon or evening when the crying kicks into high gear. It's like clockwork, and it can last for hours on end. Physical signs are another indicator of colic. You might notice your baby clenching their fists, arching their back, or even pulling their legs up to their tummy. These are signs of abdominal discomfort, which can accompany colic. Your baby's tummy might also feel bloated or more firm to the touch than usual. But here's the thing, colic isn't a disease, and it doesn't mean your baby is unhealthy. It's a phase that many babies go through, and although it can be challenging, it's important to remember that it doesn't last forever. Remember, every baby is different. If you suspect your baby has colic, it's best to consult with your pediatrician. They can provide guidance, reassurance, and if needed, strategies to help soothe your little one. Now let's talk about some ways to soothe a colicky baby. First things first, you might want to check for baby reflux. This is a condition where the baby's stomach contents are regurgitated back into the esophagus, which can cause discomfort. If your baby is showing signs of reflux, like frequent spitting up or vomiting, a visit to the pediatrician might be in order. Next, there may be breastfeeding issues to address. An improper latch or an imbalance in the supply and demand of milk can cause your baby to swallow air, which can lead to gas and discomfort. A lactation consultant can be a great resource to help address these issues. When it comes to the mother's diet, certain foods can trigger colic in babies. Dairy products, caffeine, and spicy foods are common culprits. By eliminating these trigger foods from your diet, you might see an improvement in your baby's colic symptoms. If breastfeeding isn't an option, trying different formulas could help. Some babies react better to certain types of formula, so it might take a bit of trial and error to find the one that suits your little one best. Sleep and environment are also key factors to consider. A quiet, dark room can help your baby sleep better, which can in turn reduce colic symptoms. You might also want to try using white noise, which can mimic the sound of the womb and help soothe your baby. As for soothing techniques, going outdoors can work wonders. The fresh air and change of scenery can help distract your baby from their discomfort. Warm baths are also a great way to relax your baby, as is rocking or bouncing them gently in your arms. Baby exercises can also help. Simple movements like bicycling your baby's legs or gently massaging their tummy can help alleviate gas and discomfort. Lastly, don't rule out the possibility of chiropractic adjustments or digestive aids. While not for everyone, some parents have found these options helpful in soothing their colicky babies. Remember, these remedies are not meant to cure colic, but they can certainly help soothe your baby. Each baby is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. It's all about finding what works best for your little one. These remedies may not cure colic, but they can certainly help soothe your baby. So that's a quick rundown on colic in babies. To recap, colic is a condition that affects a significant number of newborns, causing them to cry or fuss for several hours a day, often in the late afternoon or evening. Remember, it's a phase that most babies outgrow by the time they're 3 to 4 months old, and it doesn't cause any long-term harm. The exact cause of colic remains a mystery, but it could be due to a variety of factors, including a developing digestive system, hormone imbalance, or even a heightened sensitivity to stimuli. It's also worth noting that diet can play a role, particularly if breastfeeding mothers consume foods that can trigger a baby's colic. We've also discussed several natural remedies, from checking for baby reflux, addressing breastfeeding issues, to trying different formulas and paying attention to the baby's environment. Remember, techniques like going outdoors, giving warm baths, or doing baby exercises can help soothe a colicky baby. And of course, self-care for mothers is just as important during this challenging phase. In the end, it's all about patience, understanding, and finding what works best for your little one. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Remedy Seeker. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more informative videos. We'll see you in the next video.